424 once again with NASCAR Heat 2! And in this episode of our season with Kyle Larson's number 42 Credit One Bank Chevrolet, we are going to be completing race 11 of 36, which is going to take place at Kansas Speedway for the Go Bowling 400. Not interested in going bowling whatsoever, but in the last episode, we raced at Talladega Super Speedway for the Geico 500, and on the same day that video came out, I attended the Geico 500, the 2018 one that is, you know, the one in Alabama, the actual freaking track. That race sucked, but it was still a very memorable and treasurable experience that I will never forget. Now, before that video came out, we went to Richmond, got ourselves a top 5 finish for the Toyota Owners 400, and that was a pretty entertaining race overall. Even though it was kind of long and drawn out and the field spread apart, we had put forth a lot of effort to get that top 5 finish. I think the best we could have finished was second, but I just made a few slip-ups in the last few laps of the race. Now, Talladega, I finished 29th. I could have won that race, but quite frankly, I didn't know whether or not to pit because I was really low on fuel, but I thought I could make it to the end if I just rolled to the finish. Then we had a caution come out, and I was like, I think we're still going to be having the same amount of freaking fuel, so I decided to take my pit stop, and I fell all the way back to like 30th or whatever. In the end, maybe I shouldn't have pitted because we possibly skipped laps during that caution, because that does happen sometimes, or maybe we actually gained laps because we had like 2 or 3 laps to go. I have no idea, but we probably used fuel up under the caution as well. Now, this weekend we're going to Kansas in just a bit, and then tomorrow we're going to Charlotte. I think Kansas will go better because the AI run the inside lane at that track, and on the outside lane you can be superior just like at Las Vegas. Though I don't know if that'll be consistent with this series, because whenever we went to Las Vegas, the outside lane wasn't that much superior in my opinion. Now, Charlotte, the AI are nuts there, so I'm just going to have to hope for the best. It's a long race with a lot of side-by-side racing with people that don't give you any room, so I'm going to have to make sure I stay on the inside all race long in Charlotte whenever we do that video. But the standings right now, we are in 8th place still. I think we maintained the same position throughout last weekend. Joey Logano, I think he took the points lead last weekend after winning Talladega, or maybe even had it before that, but he has the most wins over everybody else because of that win. And Joey Logano won the Talladega race that I was attending last weekend too, so that's interesting. Jimmy Johnson 2nd, Kyle Busch 3rd, Martin Truex Jr. 4th, etc. You guys can look at the rest of the point standings if you want to. This part is such a waste of time because I don't care about any of these guys. I can't imagine how anybody else cares about these guys in the bottom of the point standings, but eventually it's just going to be the playoffs that matter. I need to stop showing all these freaking point standings because I'm getting tired of that crap, but let's go ahead and get to Kansas Speedway. This is the hat that I got last weekend at Talladega Super Speedway. I say last weekend, but I was really just at Talladega Super Speedway 2 days ago as I'm recording this, but yeah, it's got the American flag on the bill, and it's got the logo on it. I love this hat, though hats give me headaches and migraines, so I can't wear them very often. It doesn't even take very long for them to give me migraines. But yeah, I talked about that at the end of that video, the Talladega vlog. If you haven't seen it yet, you should go check it out because I share some of my experiences and my opinions on it overall. So, this is going to be a night race, which is why I chose race this paint scheme again finally. Last time I raced it was at Atlanta, and very bad things happened in that video, which was the reason why I decided, upon fallacious reasoning, that I was going to not race this until the first night race of the season. Now, I remember the first night race of the season in 2017 was Kansas, just because in that Kansas race, Eric Almirola got a back injury because of a wreck that happened with Joey Logano's, I think it was his left brake, or his left front brake. It just broke on him whenever he went to turn 1. He crashed into Danica Patrick, and then she went crashing into Eric Almirola or something like that. But let's go out and do qualifying. Here we come off of turn 4 to start our lap of qualifying. Now, I don't know if I should run the outside line during qualifying because it might be slower, but I'm just going to give it a shot. I don't think it could be too bad anyway because we always start from the back no matter how hard I try, so we're just going to run at the top of the track. It's not what I do at Las Vegas, but the thing was, when we went to Las Vegas, the outside lane wasn't doing that much for us, was it? So I have no idea. Okay, just get off the throttle a little bit more, way up top, but this is how they run this track these days. I find it weird because the darker part of the track is at the bottom, even though in reality it would be at the top. Kind of confusing. 30 seconds, so that's on the outside, but we were just short of 31st place by a little bit. I don't think I would have wanted 31st because that's on the inside. It's Joey Gase. Joey Gase was at my loading screen. Joey Gase sucks. I can prove that because in the Xfinity series he pulled some nasty, stupid shit. Okay, here we go. From the outside of Joey Gase, This 23 car sponsored by Best, even though he's not the best, he's the worst. Green flag is out. We're underway for first stage, which is going to be 9 laps long. DJ Kennington, who's still running that 96 car today. I gotta make sure I don't crash into these guys. They're slowing down halfway through turns 1 and 2. The thing about being on the outside is they might not give me room whenever I'm up here coming out the corners. At least 3 wide. I think whenever it's just 2 cars and me being on the outside of 1 car, it'd be fine. But I don't know about just 2 cars. Okay, I'm working on it. I think we'll be fine going through turns 1 and 2 if we go 3 wide, as long as I get just 1 car underneath me, not 2, coming off the corner. Whoa, David Reagan, get going. And he's smoking. He is smoking. He's going to crash in the outside wall. No, he saved it. Got to back down, so that's fine. But you got to get going, man. Okay, I don't know if the outside lane is working for me as much as I want it to, but it is the Cup Series, so it's going to be challenging. What are you doing, Alvin Dinger? Okay, can we not have... Okay, we're good. I didn't want to have no room coming off the corner, because I feel like that's something I get a lot. It'll be much worse at Charlotte, which is why I want to be up the inside for the majority of the Charlotte race. We want to be at the inside at Charlotte all race long, because I know when you're on the outside, these guys just lose their freaking minds. They're all over the damn place at that track. The same can kind of go for Texas in some cases, but I don't know if it's as severe. I've seen in some cases other people playing this game where Texas is just nuts, and other people who play the game it's worse at Charlotte, but whatever. I think my goal for the first stage would be to finish in the top 20, maybe in the top 15, but it all just depends on how hard I push it and if somebody holds me up or what. Okay, I do not want to be on the outside of Austin Dillon coming off of turn 2, so we're going to get off the gas a little bit more. And they're 3 wide, so it means we would have been 4 wide coming off the corner, so that was a good idea. Turn. Damn it, stupid fucking car. I tried letting off a little longer so I wouldn't pin myself to the outside wall. Almirola is underneath me. I wouldn't know because I can't hear my spotter. Taking the inside right now because I'm not comfortable with the outside line anymore. Diving underneath this 14 car of Clinton Boyer. And we're going to go running 37 car up the track. I don't feel like getting off anymore. And he hit the outside wall. That was avoidable. Okay. Daniel Suarez has got me hooked to the back of his car, which can't happen in this game. It was worse than NASCAR Great Evolution now that I think about it. If you push it yourself against the back of somebody's car, you can get stuck to them. It's weird. So we're going to pass Danica Patrick and Suarez across the front stretch and Chase Elliott going into turn 1. That's got us in 16th, so if I want to be at the outside of the next restart, I think this is the place to finish. But we have still coming to the next start-finish line. We've got 3 laps left, so it's 3.5 right now. And I think we can make it to the top 15, maybe even further. Things are really starting to spread out, though. Remember the Truck Series race here? It was more of an inside line deal, and my truck started getting really tight on tire wear, so I started falling back. I could have finished better in that race if I just loosened it up or something. Maybe I was trying to pit strategy, and I don't remember, but golly, that race did not turn out as well for me as I wanted to. I remember that much. That was one of the first videos I did of this game back whenever it first came out. Amazes me how much I'm getting used to playing this game. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be like everybody else and say, oh, NASCAR Dirt to Daytona was one of the greatest NASCAR games of all time. It aged like shit, and this game is better. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like it didn't. That game did not age well whatsoever. It's not like NASCAR Thunder 2004. That game doesn't age whatsoever. That game is like the freaking Green Day of all NASCAR games. It just doesn't age. At the same time, I think Billy Joe Armstrong is actually starting to visually age at this point in his life. I mean, I've seen him, he had a movie, and it looked like he was aging, but that was just because of, like, him not shaving and crap. But even in live shows, just his appearance with the lack of makeup, you can see that he's actually aging. I went from talking about NASCAR games to Billy Joe Armstrong within just a minute, so that goes to show how much of a freaking nutcase I am. Don't just trusting anything I say because I'm talking about Green Day all of a sudden. Green Day is NASCAR Thunder 2004, even though that game did not have any music by them in it. There are no NASCAR games with Green Day in it, now that I think about it. That's depressing. I like Green Day. There's no NASCAR games with Green Day in it. Maybe it's because Green Day's liberal. NASCAR isn't liberal. NASCAR is extremely conservative and Republican to the point where they have their flag sticking out and they're constantly redneck. But yeah, we finished 15th place in the first stage, which was kind of my goal. I had a first goal of 20th, but we got to 15th, so that's really great. And plus, we're taking pit stops under that caution right here. So we'll get 2 cans of fuel, 4 tires. I don't have any damage. I think I want to loosen the car up just a tad, not even 0.5%, just a little bit, because I feel like the car is getting a little too tight in some places. So everybody else took 4 tires and 2 cans of fuel, so we're staying in 15th place. That's really nice. Hopefully the car does do a little bit better just because of that slight weight adjustment. I don't know if dropping it by 0.3% is going to actually make that big of a difference, but who knows. Let's see if we can get ourselves a finish in the stage points this time, you know, in the top 10 and whatever. They're actually moving up from the inside lane. They're all struggling to keep it down there, so we're making up a little more ground than I expected to right here. Daniel Suarez is not getting on the outside of me. I kind of gave up on the outside lane. I don't think it's as good as the inside lane, which is just so dumb. It could be a little realistic where the outside lane is as good as it is at Las Vegas and the other 2 series. For some reason, the Cup Series, the outside lane is not as big a deal. I don't understand that. But we're making up ground. Casey Kane drops low to block, but he slides up because he kind of overdrove the corner. I'm losing grip as I come off turn 2. I think we can get a run going into turn 3 and pass both of these guys. Blaney's making the outside lane work. Oh my god, we're going to be 4 wide because Jay McMurray dive bombed the corner. What kind of teammate are you? Now we're 3 wide. I don't like being in between 2 drivers. This is not safe. This is making me very claustrophobic. I'm going to wreck myself, and it's going to be all my fault because I hate claustrophobia, and it sucks. And now I'm stuck on the outside lane. Fuck you, Jane McMurray. That was some bullshit excuse for teammate to see. That's not a word, but I had to make up one. Okay, now it's my turn to dive bomb the corner, right in front of you, cunt. So we're in the top 10 now. I think we might clear Joey Logano before we get to turn 1. This draft is strong enough to pull us past him. Yeah, it is. Matt Kent isn't going to let us pass him, I can see that. Let's just not hit that yellow line. I feel like I'm overdriving the corner, so I have to drop my steering a bit, and that caused me to start going really up. But at the same time, I have to hit the brakes so I can hold it down there, and it's just crazy. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I almost hit Kinsey. I think I did. Might have been some sparks there. I don't know what happened to Kinsey, but he just dropped back, and that was not my fault whatsoever. But we're in the top 10. Let's try to keep it up here. We've got some time. We're on fresh tires again, but these guys are competitive because they are the leaders, so I don't know what to expect here. I think that's Kyle Busch in the lead because it looks like a yellow car. I don't recall having passed Kyle Busch yet, so it's got to be him. It's a yellow car, I know that much. I think the best we can do is a top 5. But, man, leader's pulling away. He's got that clean air advantage. And these guys on the outside just can't make it work. People on the outside drop back so much, and it's just weird because that's not how this track works. It's kind of the opposite. If you're on the inside, then you lose ground. If you're on the outside, then you're really fast. It's just the way the track is aged. But in the game, it's like the track is brand new. I don't understand. So we're in 7th. We've got 3 cars right in front of me and past him. I could find myself in 4th, which I would really like to see myself finishing in this stage. I'm trying to gain too much time too fast, so I messed up my corner. I was thinking, hey, I'll just pass all 3 of them right here. No, it's dummy. It's so freaking dumb. This race is going really well so far. Probably be taking pit stops after stage 2 as well now that I think about it, because this one is just as long as the first one was. Actually, it's 1 lap longer, but that's all the reason for us to be taking another pit stop. I can't get past these guys. I'm right behind them, but there's no inside line open, so I don't have the opportunity to do it. Maybe. Just... Nope, they're holding their speed, even though they went in faster than me. I don't understand. I can't pass. I don't know what it is. Why can't I pass? Is it just because they're holding the inside line so I have nowhere to go, or what? Ryan Newman's actually letting me pass. This is the dumbest thing ever. Ryan Newman doesn't let anybody pass him. He's a douchebag. What the hell? Game? Game. This is not Ryan Newman. This is a freaking imposter. What's going on? It's going to take me a whole lap to pass somebody because of how this track is racing right now. I mean, it's not that I don't like the challenge of passing someone because they're so good, but it's just like they have the different lane than me, and all of a sudden they're running it better than I ever could. The inside lane is showing how superior it is just because everybody else is in front of me. So him being on the outside would actually kill him with how it takes for me to race in the outside line. But we finally got into 6th. Martin Truex Jr. is in front of us. We got a pack of 4 cars, but we definitely don't have the time to pass them. But I think we can get fifth if I just push it hard enough. Push it too hard, though. Can I hold the inside line? I think so, but golly, this car is really, really tight now. You can feel the tire wear. I mean, you can feel it, and you're not even driving. I am. You can feel it because you can just watch the freaking video. Ugh. Come on, stay off the gas long enough to gain on him going through the corner. There we go. I think we can get Truex. Gotta dive on him. Gotta be a total freaking asshole. I am one, so it's acceptable. We all know I am, so let's do it. Let's do it. No, he dropped. I don't know how he can make his car do that. My car can't do that if I tried. He just dropped it down low like it was nothing, and he held his speed and everything. I can't make my car do something like that with how fast we're running. But we got 6th place. I thought we'd get 5th. I tried dive bombing, but Truex is such a freaking beast in that Toyota over there. It's 2017. Toyota is they're paying off NASCAR to have superior cars. So yeah, like I said, they're all taking their pit stops under the caution after stage 2. So we'll get 4 tires and 2 cans of fuel. No need to repair damage. I'm gonna drop the wedge once again by just like 0.2% because I think this car was getting really tight on tire wear, and wasn't really happy with that. Hopefully this car can just have a little more grip towards the end of the race. We're coming to this restart in 16th on the outside, which is honestly shown at this point it's not that good. Let's see if I can get a top 10 this race. Maybe a top 5 is possible because we showed just a while ago that we were close to that, but right now we're stuck up on the outside. Joey Logano's being, well, Joey Logano. Trevor Bayne. Not Trevor Bayne, Ryan Blaney, whatever. Asshole. Hold me on the outside. I get off so that I don't get stuck to the outside wall, but then he gets off the gas as well so that I get pinned up there. Ruined my entire first lap of the final stage. Matt DiBenedetto's not going anywhere. I'm stuck on the outside again. It's weird saying that I'm stuck on the outside at a track that I should be encouraged to stay on the outside, but I don't even fucking know anymore. Okay, we got some space right here. Hold my line on these fresh tires. I gotta run, but I ain't got nowhere to take it. This is a very dumb decision right here. Let's not make this decision. We still have time to not make the decision. Casey Kane, go. Go, or just freaking just check up and leave this race behind because you ain't tried hard enough. I don't know. Got nowhere to go. It's like, do I want to go pretty wide? Do I want to sit behind Casey Kane any longer? I don't even know. I don't want to pass cars from off corners. I've already seen what that can do to me. Casey Kane, you fucking idiot, go. Ryan Blaney, go. Somebody just go. I want to get to the inside. Damn it. Fuck you, Austin Dillon. Fuck everybody. I hate everybody. They're all idiots and I hate them. I can't get to the inside. Finally, there's a hole. I can get down there. Just piss off everybody. Bunch of assholes. This track at this point has shown that the outside lane will just freaking kill you. And I'm like, I can pass cars on the outside. Whenever I come off the corner, they give me no room and I get stuck to the outside wall, which creates a massive wreck or me losing a ton of speed and momentum. Glad that's over with. I shouldn't have a problem staying with the inside that much from this point on, at least until tires get worn again. And now Casey Kane's like, I'm going to drive on the inside lane and sit in your rear and piss you off. Fuck you. Stupid. You deserve to lose your ride in the 5 car. Freaking 95 car. I mean, Michael McDowell didn't deserve to lose the 95 car, but I think Casey Kane deserved to lose the ride in the 5 car because he didn't do shit with it. It's good equipment. Though William Byron has proved that he can't run that well with the number 5 car's equipment very much whenever he switched it to the 24. Austin Dillon blocked me going to the corner, so that messed it up for me, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going to pass me, as well as Daniel Suarez. I hate you, Austin Dillon. I hate you. Now I'm stuck on the outside, so it's not side-by-side racing underneath me, so I'm pretty sure that we can just pass Dale Earnhardt Jr. fine right here. It's whenever we got 2 cars underneath me that it's a big problem, because then nobody wants to give you room. You get stuck to the outside wall, like I said. I'm working on getting to the bottom again. Dale is still there, JC. What are you doing? I can't clear somebody on the outside. It's hard enough as it is on the inside. Man, the stage is not going the way I want it to. I blame Casey Kane and Austin Dillon. I'm still trying to pass Dale Earnhardt Jr. on the outside. Now we're 3 wide. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. Thank you for checking up. That was the smartest thing Dale Earnhardt Jr. will ever do in this entire season. I can assure you that. And we got a caution. Don't know what for, but we're in 13th, so that's on the inside. Now I want to be on the inside. It's so weird. No one's pitting. It's kind of weird because kind of got the vibes that they would be pitting at the end of the race just to have fresh tires and not have such a hard time getting through the field and taking advantage of other people. But Martin Truex Jr. is in the lead, and I do think Martin Truex Jr. won the Kansas race in 2017, so this is seeming realistic. But we're not pitting, no one else is. So we're going to hold our position in 13th place because no one else wanted to. We got, I think it said 8 laps left, but we lost some under the caution, so we've got a few more, or not a few more, a few less. Oh my god, it's a freaking green white checker. We lost 6 laps? Are you fucking serious? We lost 6 laps under that caution. What the hell did we do for 6 laps? No one pitted. What, do we have debris to pick up? Did it take them forever to even find debris because they had to make up the excuse of debris? They were like, oh, we gotta go looking for debris because we don't know where it actually is. Well, whatever. That was so dumb. We should have like 4 laps left at the least. I can't get my grip going into turn 3 right here, so getting a top 10 is going to be hard if it doesn't want to stay to the freaking inside. I can make this outside line work. We got 1 lap to go. We got a run going down the front stretch. Okay, keep it up there. Let's not make it 3 wide. Kyle Busch just hit the brakes in front of me. Eminem's piece of shit. Hot dog it. Hot dog it. Hot dog it. You won't let me hot dog it because you're freaking M&M's. Damn it, Clint Boyer's down low, and I'm trying to make myself some room. Okay, I can get a run on the outside coming off of turn 4, I think. No, I can't because this game is very, very contradicting. We're going to get a top 10 in this race, but at the lowest common denominator. Freaking outside line not being the outside line that Kansas has, and the inside line was just killing me all day long because I couldn't get there. By the time I did, I just get tight on tire because I wore them out trying to get there. But we got a top 10. Let's just hope that we get another top 10 and maybe a top 5 even at Charlotte. I don't know if Charlotte could be better, but this track was tough on us, tougher than I thought it would be. Martin Truex Jr. won this race, so he didn't lose it because of that caution that came out. Whatever the caution was for, I don't even know what it could have been for. I was just figuring it was some random ass debris caution. But man, we lost 6 freaking laps because of that caution. I swear, like I said, the least it should have been was 4. But man, we got ourselves a top 10 finish. Casey Kane got a DNF. He finished 6 laps down, so maybe he was what the caution was for. But I have no idea exactly what would have happened to him because we passed him just fine. We left him behind, but I don't know. And it said that both of the stages were won by Kyle Busch because it doesn't have the stage win signed by him, and he finished in 7th. Okay, here are the point standings after that race. I got a top 10 finish, but my consistency does not pay off. Instead, I lose a position with the point standings. I'm really starting to hate that. You know, I finished lower than the position I was in the point standings, but my consistency of getting top 10s and whatever, it doesn't matter because I still lose points in this point standings, and I hate that. Maybe Joey Logano is still in the top of the points lead, but Martin Truex Jr. finally won a race in this season. I think that's the first Toyota win this season as well, which is kind of weird because Toyota dominated 2017, and they're not doing that until just now as I'm playing the game. There's David Reagan losing his shit at the beginning of the race in the background. Kyle Busch had the fastest lap, 30.73, so yeah, I mean, Kyle Busch won the first 2 stages, and then Martin Truex Jr. won the race, so total domination by Toyota. He led the most laps, leading 19 laps. We were on the move as always, starting 32nd and finishing in 10th. I say as always, but in some situations we're not. Casey Kane gets a tough break after starting 9th. He got a DNF and finished 40th. He kind of dropped out of the race with 6 laps to go. And like I said, I kind of assumed that was what the caution was. If I don't win this championship somehow, which would be very depressing because that means I didn't win a championship at all in this game and my playing of it on my channel, then I hope Martin Truex Jr. does because he did in 2017, and I want to see that happen because he really deserved it whenever he won that championship last year. He was, by all means, hands down, the best driver that year. He was the most consistent completely. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow at Charlotte. That's that, and episode over.